So it's just before 6 a.m. Stayed here at beautiful Aloha Lake. This morning was complicated. There were so many midges and mosquitoes and little bugs to shake out of the inside of the rainfly. They were just covering it. And then once it got packed up, there was a cat hole to be dug, and I had to find a place that wasn't just all this solid rock up here. And finally got that done, taking the punishment from the mosquitoes as it was done. And then I was trying to find the trail, because when you're looking at this giant rock field, it's not the easiest thing to do to find it. But it was warm last night, slept well. Looking forward to dumping the wind jacket as soon as we get away from the lake and the mosquitoes. And making another 20-something miles today. The going is slow through rocks and streams flowing through the middle of the trail. That's kind of how it goes around here. It's full of water. And the object is especially to hike past the two lakes with the reported problem bears. So there was a problem bear at Aloha Lake last year. None of the recent comments on Far Out had any mention of bears, so we thought we were okay. The Desolation Wilderness is famous for having bear problems. This is a permitted wilderness. You have to have a permit to get in here. PCT permit covers that. But it probably won't be long before bear canisters are required in this area as well, just because of the repeated problem bears. They seem to have one or more at multiple lakes each year along this part of the trail. So on we go to hike some more, share some more scenery with you, and hopefully hike faster than the mosquitoes. So took a break at about 8:30 and got my tent, bottom of my tent and the ground cloth dried out, and had some food. There was no water there. So I kept on hiking for 1.5 miles and stopped up here at a little after 9, and there's a nice stream and a nice view, and guzzling some water before we go over Dick's Pass, which is coming up behind me over here. Okay, came from down there, across this snowfield to be on top of Dick's Pass here. The post says 9,400 feet. Pretty barren up here. The views out this way are pretty spectacular. A bunch of the trail is under snow, and it looks like this option is a glissade down, and it goes on quite a ways. I don't know how fast it's going to be, so I might try to get off trail over here on the dirt and work my way around. So going up passes is generally just climbing, but coming down this one, trail was obscured in many places. To kind of pick your way, choose to go over snow or walk around. Sometimes you had no choice, but I think we finally made it down, or should be reasonable travel from here, which is good because it's kind of been a slow day so far with the picking your way over rocks and rubble, and then now down through snow. So looks like some beautiful scenery coming up though. It's 20 after 11 and we've stopped at Fontanellis Lake. It's beautiful, and while I do see gnats in the air, they are not swarming me, which makes me happy. So I'm in the sun, a little bit of breeze, gonna have a Spam sandwich and some nice cold water from the lake. Since I missed the 1100 marker, I'll take this 1111 miles. Okay, so one more problem bear report. Again, desolation wilderness, just full of problem bears. Supposed to be coming up in 5 miles or so. So definitely have to, or want to, hike past that area. Evidently there's a large bear who's unafraid of people making noise. Just follows people around, waiting for them to drop their guard on their food. So we will hike a little further than that. My goal is to do like 8 more and get to Miller Creek. I also really need to get my comments updated on my app so that I can understand what's happened recently. Let's see if I can do that at the top of this mountain. if I can get reception. Okay, we're finally leaving the Desolation Wilderness and have much better treadway in Old Forest. The rocks are gone. We're about to pass through the Problem Bear area and then get past it a couple miles before setting up camp. Target is Miller Creek in 3.5 miles. Well, it's 4 o'clock and I've done just over 20, and it was kind of a tedious day. So I think I'm going to have a night where I get to enjoy camp a little bit here at Richardson Lake. And then should be able to enjoy better treadway tomorrow. Got this nice campsite right by the lake. Trail's just up the hill. It's really convenient. I don't think it's worth trying to do another 2 miles just to get to the creek. Serenity Shuttle has landed, trail mile 1,118.6. So we did 20 miles today. It was there's a lot of climbing. There's some tedious work over a lot of rocks, and then we had to pick our way down the snow at coming down off of Dick's Pass, and then the treadway got better eventually. It was very swampy for a while, but now it's good pine duff to walk on. Looking forward to hitting that in the morning with a little better attitude and a little less tired. I think last night's social took a little out of me. I didn't get to bed at the time I like to, and so I didn't get started when I like to. We'll see if we can fix that tonight. So we're here at Richardson Lake. It's a beautiful spot. Water's right down there. Got a primo campsite on some good pine duff under the trees. Looks fantastic. So yeah, today was a challenging day of hiking. We still have 35 miles to go in 2 days to meet Christy. It's going to be super easy. So I'll try to do more than 20 tomorrow, and that'll make a nice easy day of less than 15 miles to the rendezvous point. Well, thanks for hiking with me today. It's fantastic scenery we got to see. And remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.